Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Colorado Rockies. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Jake Woodford. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, one thing for me that's a little alarming is that this guy is walking more than he's striking out. And when you've got traffic on the base paths, one mistake can put your team behind the 8-ball early in a ball game. So we'll see today if somehow he's able to reverse that trend, fill up the strike zone, get some soft contact, and perhaps move through this ball game without too much damage.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One out, runner at second. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. The run comes in to score from second. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Foul ball there. Judge over at first with one away. Stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slur.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. Two outs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, Max Fried. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Nolan Jones stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs. And I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
Ezequiel Tovar, batting with one down, takes a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Hit on the ground, might be two. Steps on the bag for one, and that's all they'll get. Kyle Farmer digging in for the Rockies.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bellinger drifts towards it. He's got it. That is the inning. 2 left for Colorado. They trail here 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. That one fouled off. Comes up empty.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hilliard makes the catch for the out. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
On its way to the corner, and that will drop foul. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And the batter now, Oswaldo Cabrera, gets to it with a slide. Nicely done for the out. Yanks held in check. They lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and now it's going to be Ryan McMahon. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Max Fried will go to work.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy. That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Jacob Stallings, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering upstairs.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one misses, and now 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
And there's the automatic.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And there's a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Stallings stands at second with 2 gone. Ground ball right side. Chisholm tosses to first, and Estrada is out. And that's the 3rd out. The Rockies strand 1. They're down. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Woodford back to work. That one to first. Farmer. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Bellinger up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Up the middle, Tovar. On to first, and Bellinger is out.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
2 down, bases empty. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Doubled in his first AB. And a foul ball. Volpe, a former Gold Glove winner, 23 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2019. That's to third, and it goes just foul. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Stallings collects, fires to first. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Brenton Doyle.
And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Fouled off down the right side. Now an 0-2 from Fried. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner, and it gets by him. And he's into second with nobody out.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
No outs, runner on second. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
On the ground to Jazz. Throws to first in time. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Tovar in the box now. Takes strike 1. Hit hard, should be extra bases. In from third is the tying run.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Fried ready to fire now. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Farmer stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, center field. Bellinger settles underneath it, and that's the inning. Rocks with a run-scoring double. All even now at 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. And the first offering is not close.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Stallings collects, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
One out, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it across. 2 out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back here in Denver, bottom 4, now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Rockies really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your team really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hauls it in for the out.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Swing and a foul straight back. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. That one 95 to finish him off. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.